Feel the beat inside your veins, sweat dripping down your head.
Feeling like you might give up, but you push on through instead. Learning how to survive, hanging by a thread. No time for sitting still, got the man watching us.
Hey guys, what is up? This is Sunil Nation 98 here.
What's going on, my Petshoppers and video gamers? This is the Little Nintendo Shop here.
What's up, everybody? I'm ICanSnake.
Hello everyone, this is Wing RS28 here.
Hello everybody, this is D Beats. Downloads Bacon.
Greetings everyone, this is CC Trainor-Ling.
What's going on, guys? It's James, and when two tribes go to war, part of the point is all that you can score.
Yes.
Okay guys, and this is gonna be the 1 week we ever do this because, you know, there was a scheduling problem, but anyway, it works out either way. So we have 2 guest campers this week, so guys, please introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's up? My name is Steven. I'm a gamer and a lot of fan of a lot of stuff that I like. It's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet
Hello,
you
I'm
too.
RockyOtterCovers, and I make Littlest Pet Shop song covers.
Oh, and speaking of RockyOtterCovers, check out the new one we just made, Biscuit Twin Rhapsody. You know, let us know what you thought of that. I don't think I did too well on that, but you know, that's just my opinion.
You can be as harsh as possible.
Wait, did you
sing
it
that's
or
the
what?
modest person that I am when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, without further ado, let's go right into the plot. So, the plot here is that Brittany ignores Whitney after getting a higher grade on the test, and so she tries to hang out with Blythe and her friends, considering they are the supposed smart kids. And the subplot is that 2 arguing koalas cause trouble at the pet shop, making General Sunil, ew, my first positive, and everyone on different sides putting all the pets in mass hysteria. So, anyone want to start off with... Actually, oh, I guess I take the first positive, okay. The first positive, as I mentioned earlier, is General Sunil. Now, I don't remember if General Sunil was the actual name that was used. I think it was Watch Captain, but I call him General Sunil now after that.
Watch Captain was used for Vinny.
But everything, that entire fantasy they had with Sunil and all the hats, as you guys can see my profile picture, I had a field day with that. I love it.
We even said he had a field day, and we called it.
Well, yeah, there's no question. That's like the best thing ever. Especially with the marching band hat one. Since I'm in marching band, that makes it really cool.
Yeah.
Right, and, Elness, do you have any positives?
I really like the references that they made to the Hatfield and McCoy. For those of you who are unaware, or if you didn't hear me in my chat, Hatfield and McCoys are the oldest rivalry and families that actually involved with a lot of land disputes and they switch the names a lot, but still, it's really good. It's a really good reference.
I'd also like to talk about Sunil as a positive. His hat fantasy was also really great for me. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, Hat Fortress 2.
Yes.
And another...
Oh, yeah.
And another thing with Sunil, I just noticed one quote he said, "My family hails from the Indian subcontinent, sir." I really like that because I'm half Indian myself, and I originate from New Delhi and Mumbai from India. So it's like kind of a nod to me. I really like it.
Yeah.
Can I also say something? Could anyone please give me a free Fortress 2?
So I got add another positive here. The one thing I actually kind of find okay with me was the fact that Jasper came back. Oh yeah, speaking of Jasper, yeah, he's back. And I know like there are a bunch of Jasper haters out there. I mean, I get like why like you don't like him because he's like the big dork of the group. I mean, yeah, but here he's actually pretty alright here. I mean, he was useful when at the time when when Jasper actually was somehow put under like a conflict situation when Brittany just went up to him to tell him like where they're gonna go like this sort of like after school, and he just blurted out that they're gonna go to the dock, and now now he's actually like devised a sort of plan to help get Brittany and Whitney together. So, yeah.
Bacon.
And I thought it. Let me see. Oh, besides Jasper, I think Sue made a return with dialogue. She was not just in the background. Sue actually was there saying stuff, which is always
Jasper,
good
she
to see.
actually kind of did stuff.
Yeah, she actually did something. For a while, she didn't really say much in season 2, so it's good to, have her be in the new episode of season 3. Anybody want to elaborate on Jasper or Sue?
Or Cece, you could give your thoughts.
Well, I don't have much to say about Jasper and Sue. I think it's been pretty much already said now. But I actually do got some positives about the guest pets of the episode: Whiskers and Sideburns. Yeah. It's either going for the whole Hatfield McCoy feud, kind of been done before on other shows, but I think it just works for this episode. Just those two as koalas fighting koalas. That's funny. I just got to praise Peter New for his Whiskers performance and giving it up for the talented Lee Tokar as Sideburns.
Yes.
Can I elaborate on Lee Talker? Lee Talker is actually famous as Snips in My Little Pony, Friendship with Magic, but he's also famous as Abio from Puka, and is currently playing Inky from Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
Wait, can I touch up a little bit on that as well?
Yeah.
Speaking about the koalas, the one thing I thought was really better than most of the shows that do that kind of thing is that, yes, they made up at the end, but then right as they're about to walk out the doors, they became enemies again.
It's just the whole old habits die hard there.
Yeah. I kind of knew it was going to happen.
But it's better than most shows where they just make up and then there's nothing else.
Yeah, because, then their characters kind of forgettable.
Disintegrates.
Yeah.
So, James, do you have any positives?
Positives, I'm just gonna say the same thing like I said last week. The Pets plot was a lot better than the Blythe plot, because the biscuits might be bad together, but they're probably worse when separated. But I'll get more on that later. But yeah, I like the Whiskers and Sideburns. They were awesome. But I like the fact that that they felt the need to just divide the entire pet show, more or less. Like they even had like a little nod to like the whole "I Love Lucy" like dividing the room in half trope. But then like they each had like a bit of chalk and like they split the whole place down the middle. Like it wasn't just like one piece of chalk. It was like both of them had one and it like met down the middle.
Different colors too.
Yeah, one was pink and one was green if memory serves me right. But yeah, I thought that was a refreshing take on the whole Hatfield McCoy kind of feud thing, and definitely a lot more entertaining than the one of the biscuits is slightly smarter now. Let's focus on her trying to get with Blythe's friends, because that they could have done so much with that. They could have done better with that. Honestly, like they could have made her like less obnoxious than when they're together. Although I will admit the humiliation conga that Blythe went through near the end of that part was pretty funny to watch. I hate to say.
The one thing. Okay, wait, can I touch up on that real quick?
Oh, go right ahead.
The one thing when it came to that part, and watching Blythe, have not Blythe, but they were separated. Every time they would show Brittany, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure everyone was like, "Aww." Everyone felt bad.
I kind of did too. I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping for with the other
It's like
one.
you lost your best friend. It feels like Sunil's sick day, only it was longer.
Just seeing Whitney alone was just really heartbreaking.
Oh,
Yeah,
Whitney,
and just
I
like from someone who doesn't really care for him.
No, not really. It didn't feel hard.
She was in the background, and it looked really sad.
It was, yeah. I had a hard time watching that part.
Rocky, do you have anything to say?
Is it okay if I say two positives?
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
One of my first positive, it's kind of an obvious one because it's about Vinny, which I thought throughout the entire episode, I thought he was actually pretty funny and he had some funny dialogue, and I thought that the part where the Vinny and Sunil have the space fantasy, how like I kind of like how they took it in a silly way, but they kind of showed that their friendship was strong enough to realize that what was going on was wrong and that they had to fix something.
Yeah.
Did anyone else like know what they were saying while they were on the moon? Because when I watched on the live reaction, I had no idea what they were saying. I just saw them floating around in space, like whoa.
May
It
I,
was
pretty
kind of
sure it
like
was
breaking
something
the
like-
fourth wall.
yeah, let me
It was
add.
like-
May I add into it, please? Yeah. So
Yeah,
from what I've heard, actually, like they were just saying, like, oh, why are we doing space? It seems like we're actually best friends for real. And then they just went saying, and now we shall end this service fantasy sequence, by realizing that we're actually like on space where there's no air. For
Almost
real.
out of oxygen.
Yeah, they mentioned no oxygen, and then they just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
It was a nice little subversion, like a lot of these dream sequences. Like they had 2 dream sequences and both got kind of lampshaded, almost Deadpool style, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, or the koalas was like there will be no hat dream sequences in my fatigues or something.
Happy features as a hat.
That was
Infiltrate
funny.
These hat fantasies in this koala's army. Is that clear, soldier?
Yes, sir.
So now, I think someone already did the obvious TF2 joke, but now I'm expecting one of you talented video editing people out there to do a Team Fortress 2 in a nutshell video with that scene.
Can they make a
That
Team
would be
Fortress 2
great.
DLC with Sunil in it?
Hats.
With that
Sunil
Russian?
is the 10th class.
Yes.
You heard it from us. Valve told us.
Team Fortress 2 creators, make
Don't
this
tell
happen.
anybody.
It's a secret.
And you heard it here first, folks.
Like, we heard a secret from Michael Kopsa. We can't say it right now because they'll take his firstborn child.
Steven, do you have any positives?
Well, it's about this, about the koala made up, like the one you said before. But the only one thing that got me a little negative, but when they were about to
Not
leave,
negatives yet.
I mean, I didn't mean to say something negative, but I do like the positive, like when everything made up, everything's all cool with friends, like just like when sometime when you have a bad day with your friends, and then sometime there will be you forget about and move on, and then tell them like, hey man, I'm sorry what this happened, blah blah blah, this happened, and they were like, yeah, I'm sorry too. I was like being like a little jerk. Let's just like forget about this, and like treat each other, like go for ice cream or like say funny jokes or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all that, like, it's like that stuff.
Yeah.
But the only one thing make me funny, like when they're about to leave the door, it's like I mean, I didn't understand what the word they're saying. It's like they're speaking like dumb language, like rah rah rah. I was like, wait, what? Is that how they talk? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
It's because they're rednecks.
I understand rednecks, but they know how to make that literally like for the words in this stupid way. You go like, what? You just feel like, I don't understand what's going on. Why am I hearing this?
Does anyone else have any other positives?
Yeah, I have one positive, or actually a few, but I'll list one right now. If anyone knows me, I'm a huge Zoe Trent fan.
Gee, I never knew.
So this scene where she's really raging hard at the other side, that was an amazing scene. I loved it. She's the best pet. 10/10 IGN. It's okay. Best part of the episode.
That face.
Yeah. Nobody
Yeah.
missed Zoe here.
Oh wait, hold on, can I touch up on that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to touch up on, I think it was mentioned a little tiny bit earlier, but when they were all turned against each other on different sides, it felt like an old war film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of, and some of the music helped too, especially during Sunil's little dream sequence there.
Yeah.
Like the sort of, almost Hogan's Heroes kind of Great Escape kind of music.
MASH.
Yeah.
Well, not so much MASH. That one had a little bit more subdued, but yeah,
it's more
definitely
of-
like Great Escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind if I add one positive? I remember there was one scene that in the beginning where like during when Brittany and Winnie were like I don't know, we're just like arguing over the grades, like when Winnie told Brittany that she should hang out with like the smart kids, she actually like points over at those like cool ones that she was seeing them as the smart ones, and then she actually like she got stunned, and then like one of the cookies just makes this like certain gesture, just like hey, and then she just shoves them like out of the screen like that. I mean, oh man, that's so hysterical.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like the smart ones. Hey. Oh, good. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Brittany's chemistry experiment, when they were in class, she was just mixing ingredients together, and then when it finally happened,
Exploded.
yeah, exploded. It exploded right in Jasper's face,
Jasper
and then
modified.
and then it reveals it has eyes,
Yeah.
and then after that it reveals it's alive, and then
Yeah.
it just creepily falls off Jasper's face.
Before I realized it was a lie, the first thing that came to my mind was the fact I was like, Jasper has been wolfified.
Let's roast
Oh,
Jasper Day.
Oh my
Can I
god,
add something to
that
Yeah, sure.
burned my.
One thing
Yeah.
that made me laugh that was really small, I like the fact that towards the end she kind of threw an eraser and she stirred it with a pencil. And like the entire end of the pencil like got burnt and it like kind of melted into the cup.
Oh man. Okay.
Any other positives?
I think that's it for the positives.
Now can we go straight to the negatives?
Yeah. So Neil, do you have any?
Any negatives?
Yeah.
Well, Yes Man's gonna hate me for this because he was saying that Jasper better be on our negative list. I'm sorry, but he's not. I know it's crazy for me to say this, but he's not.
Can I touch up on that?
He actually, yes, he had a mess up, but he learned from his mistake, and not only that, but he was actually helpful.
Can I touch up on this as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everyone, stop hating on Jasper. I understand Jasper did one major problem in commercial success, but he learned from the error of his ways when Blythe knocked him down a few pegs.
I'm actually starting to like Jasper a little bit more after this.
I've always
episode.
liked Jasper.
I never have
He's
problem
getting
with
better.
Jasper.
Alright.
He's gotten better.
He's
He
okay.
just I never have problem with Jasper. He just being him. He just being just Jasper. I mean, Jasper just being Jasper.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, can I add into that too? Yeah, I mean, again, when I say about Jasper, I mean, yeah, he can be a dork at some point, but he's alright. I mean, the thing is that the reason why the Jasper hate often happens is just because they just have this sort of like, maybe it's because like Jasper, it's kind of like the Carlos of the magic school bus, you know, when he makes a lot of bad puns and they all just shout him saying Carlos like that.
Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that. I don't know. Maybe they just thought Jasper is sort of like one of those like Disney Channel sitcom stereotypes where you got the cool kid who just makes bad puns and that sort of annoys people, and they kind of thought that
Not really.
they kind of thought that LPS shouldn't be Disney Channel when the humans are basically just like the Disney Channel like teens like stereotypes when they say like,
He's not really the
Yeah.
guy who spouts out the bad puns. He's just there.
yeah, I think that's what most fans hate. They hate bad puns. They just want smart comedy. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
If
Or
I can
subtle.
add on to the Jasper thing,
Yeah.
the whole episode, I think it was commercial success, right? Where he was being a jerk and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like
You
it.
can't really blame him for that though, because in the end he realized what his mistake was, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah, he
made
just
up
got caught
for
up
it.
in the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I watched that episode again, I actually gave it a higher rating than I did, and I actually started to like Jasper after that.
I'd also like to add another negative. It's more of a nitpick, and it's kind of off topic off of Jasper. But on the mock Skype call they had at the beginning with Blythe and her friends, they didn't really include relativity. It's like you see Sue and Young Me looking diagonally down to Jasper on the screen, and Jasper looks up and points to Sue on the upper right corner, and that's what you see on the screen on the Skype call. But in reality, like you see Sue or Young Me looking down their monitor to their keyboard away from Jasper's face cam. They forgot to like include reality into it.
Just look it up.
I think they might not be using Skype so much as they're using like something like FaceTime.
That's why I said
maybe.
like mock Skype call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but really, it all depends on where they're looking at on their calls.
Yeah. Or like where their webcam is.
Yeah.
I guess. But usually webcams are on the top of your monitor. So yeah.
hmm Let's see. As for me, like my other negative, I would say is that, or even if we liked all those like sort of like funny moments over there, I kind of find the both plots are to be a bit like average at best. I mean, well, it's okay. I mean, it's just that I didn't find anything a bit groundbreaking for me. I find it a bit like bit predictable with the whole like sort of feud that happened and then get resolved in the end. I mean, I have no problem with that. It's just that the way it's been told, like, especially like, well, for example, there was like the one part where Blythe's like resolution on like getting the business badge, like it kind of, I don't know, it felt a bit like a passive aggressive type of like of getting like the biggest that hate like Blythe to know that that's what actually got them together, is that they hate Blythe and other friends too. So I don't know, it kind of felt a bit annoying with that. And also for the pets plot, like it was actually I get about the Hatfield and versus McCoy feud that was referenced there. I mean, I remember there was a similar episode that actually done that too, like in Avatar, when on the Great Divide, that most Avatar fans call it the worst, probably the worst like Avatar episode ever made because of the fact it was pointless, like with getting involved with the feud to go along with it, same as the pets did. But yeah, I mean, by the time we get to towards the end of where they start discuss about how they actually got into like this feud in the first place, it's never explained. But actually, to be fair, it actually did happen in real life with that feud, and we don't know what happened to how they actually like sort of made this feud. So I don't know, like maybe history makes sense, but in this episode, I don't know, it felt a bit like annoying that they never explained it, and then they just go back into feuding again. So I don't know, it felt a bit annoying like that.
Any other negatives?
This episode really just felt average. It didn't feel amazing or anything. It just felt average.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. It was good. I mean, I was entertained, and that's honestly the only thing I can ask for. But overall, there was really nothing that totally stuck out and floored me. I was just like, this was good, and then I just went on about my business. So
yeah. So is that it?
I think so.
I don't have any negatives.
Wait, Rocky, do you have any negatives?
I have a few. Most of them were already named, but I don't know. I probably didn't hear someone say this, and I probably just missed it. It's more of a nitpick. How did Blythe get the Biscuits' phone numbers?
Oh yeah.
That's a good question.
Sometimes it's good not to question things.
You know, that's really also occurred to me, like how that is true what she said. How the heck she gets the Biscuit twin number, even though they hate her guts, you know? after all that's ever since the
They could have gotten it from Sue or Young Me or Jasper.
But they don't like the Biscuits. Don't like them either. They don't even know their names.
Yeah, I know. They just say like, "Oh my God, it's just them again." Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have one more actually, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
One more negative that I had was that towards the end, once the Biscuit twins got back together, when they realized that they said what was most important to them was them laughing at Blythe, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if it was just because they were in front of other people, but that's definitely not what's most important in their life, and it kind of bugged me a little bit, but
Yeah,
I know.
with you there.
It's just them being them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she had to find.
I mean,
the
it's
same interest.
either way, it's a Biscuit twin. They're low. They're rich, but they just being airheaded, to be honest.
Yeah.
At least that was like it was a pretty in character answer for them, so.
For being an airhead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. I mean, nothing mean, but just saying in general.
Well, wait a minute, I've got a good one. What if Blythe was actually trying to get Brittany's phone number when they were talking to her, and then she actually found Brittany's number as well, since both those numbers would be safe.
Anyway,
These are like all plausible theories.
Anyway, let's.
Sorry,
see if
I'm
we can
just,
wrap this up.
I'm just trying to help you fill this hole in.
Anywho.
final thought time.
Alright,
Final
so,
thoughts. This episode didn't really feel amazing. It wasn't bad, but it was just mostly just an average episode.
I mean, it was. I mean, that show was not really that terrible, but it was alright for everybody. I mean, I know guarantee for everybody in the group, they said like the show was okay. I mean, it was not that terrible. It was just, it's okay. it was just all right for everybody. I mean, they didn't say no complaints.
Steven and LNS, your rating?
My for my
7.5.
ratings, I'll give like about 5.1 out of 10 because it was okay show, but I just like the part when friends get back together, even though for a little pointless argument for I don't know for some, even though it was a little stupid argument, but in the end they learned their mistake and they just made up and like, yay, we're all friends again, that stuff.
If anyone didn't hear me, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
And guys, for me, I actually thought it was a really good episode, and like this entire season, I've loved all the episodes, and you guys know me that I like to give these episodes high ratings because I can't really find anything wrong with these episodes. I really do like them. From Sleeper till now, in my opinion, they've been on a roll, and I can't wait to see how the rest of this unfolds. This episode, for me, I'm giving it a 8 out of 10.
And for me, I think I'll go with the crowd on this one. It was a really, really meh episode. It was like nothing really special in it, but I don't really hate anything in it either. So I would give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Now, yeah, for me, yeah, it's an okay episode. I mean, not too bad, but not that great. I mean, I liked all the funny moments in there, but overall, it just felt uninteresting and predictable for the story, in my taste. It's still an okay episode to watch when I feel a bit bored. So, 6.5 out of 10 for me.
Rocky?
I thought the episode was pretty good. I liked some of the other ones in season 3 more, but overall this was pretty good. I definitely preferred the B plot over the A plot, and the humor was pretty nice, so I'm probably gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10.
As for myself, I did enjoy this episode a lot. I thought it was a really good episode. It did touch up on something that Sunil Sick Day touched up on a little bit, but it touched up on it on a different matter, on a different way. I did enjoy Twomley the Biscuit, Sue and Jasper making their appearance, and Jasper being somewhat funny. And let's see, I enjoyed the comedy in this episode, which was really good, and the animation keeps getting better in each episode. Just a little disappointed that there's no song, but hey, you know, it's not a musical show. But the Biscuits always have the best songs, right? Yes, they do. So other than that, let me see if I had to rate it. If good is an orangutan and bad is a gorilla, then I'd give this episode 2 chinchillas. Not sure how that makes sense. But overall, yeah, 9.9.
CC?
Oh, who said that? Trainer?
Now, for me, I try not to find episodes that are really that bad, but like it is in every season, there's always going to be that one episode that you just cannot say is in your top 10 of best episodes of the season. So just like everyone else was sort of saying, both plots seem pretty predictable. I mean, I knew right from the start exactly where each conflict was going to lead to, so I guess I can't give it a high score this time, so I have to give it a 7 out of 10.
Wait, guys, I read my script wrong. It's a 7 out of 10, my bad.
A 7 out of 10?
Typo.
Alright.
Okay.
Now, as for me, I'm going to say it again. Yeah, this was a rather average episode. I mean, it wasn't the worst, yet it's far from the best. I mean, I liked both plots equally, and I like how they sort of came together in the end. You know, using like basically the advice for both conflicts was solved. You know, with the same way. You know, like finding out the root to the problem. Like I kind of felt it was a bit of the koalas though, since they couldn't exactly remember what they were fighting about. Just they were angry and split up the pet shop for essentially no reason. It gives me the impression that they just did it on purpose, and they're just feigning the whole thing. But then the ending came, and I was like, yeah, maybe they weren't. But as for the overall episode, yeah, not great yet not bad. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. So the score of Winger, if I'm gonna use my little little scoring system winger.
Winger.
Winger me.
Is that everyone?
Mhm.
6.5.
Yeah, that's
James.
it.
Alright, guys. So, yeah, that's basically it.
What about Rocky? Or is
Oh,
that it?
as a little announcement, for those who haven't been on the Hub Network website yet, there's been a song that's been leaked from the episode that Julie and Tim wrote. It's called The Secret Recipe.
Yeah,
It
how
is
The
a-
about
song is called My Biggest Secret. It is so good.
Yeah.
It gives
And-
Stay Here Forever a run for its money. I'm not.
Yeah.
And only watch it if you want spoilers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
if you're
and-
anti-spoiler like me, don't go for it.
Yeah, one
But
thing.
if you are, then have fun.
One kind of thing, yeah. The hub likes to spoil stuff because it keeps the kids more excited for news things. Even though for us fans, we don't want that unless we don't care. So yeah.
As you can see, we all got emotional after it. We all can't deny that. We all did.
Is that for me? I didn't watch it because I'm anti-spoiler.
Well,
Ta-da!
yeah, you didn't, but everyone else saw it.
So that's it, right?
Yeah,
All right, guys.
that's all she wrote.
This is Senil Nation 98.
Will's Nintendo Shop.
ICanSnake.
William Arts 28.
This is Steven Pujols. The awesomeness.
CC Trainor-Ling.
James the Con Man.
Still rocking like a hurricane.
And RockyOtterCovers.
We'll
Alright,
see you
guys.
all later.
So, from Senil Nation 98, Littlest Nintendo Shop, CC Trainor-Ling, James Bowen, RockyOtterCovers, ICanSnake, Steven Pujols, and Winged 28. This is Senil Nation 98, and Link of Petshoppers, signing off.
Take care.
Thank you.
Peace
Good
out,
night.
home slices.
And
Stay
stay
classy.
classy.
Word to your mother.
Thank you, Julie and Tim.
Yes, thank you for that song. It's so good.
And
Thank you so
Daniel,
much.
too. Yeah.
Daniel, you're a genius. Thank you for liking my drum covers.